Hello Hawks, Mrs. Borin here. Today I'm going to go over a review skill. This is something that we've learned and we've worked with throughout the school year, but it's always good to make sure that we keep our skills fresh and that we're using things correctly. So today I want to talk to you about verbs. We know that verbs show action or they show motion. Some of them are seen, some of them are unseen. And what I mean by that is a verb can be something that you see, like blink or smile or wave, okay? These are actions that you can see. Hop, jumped, skip, okay, sat. Okay, these are things that you can see. There's also ones that you can't see, like thinking. You can't really see what I'm thinking, but you know what's going on. Another one would be like the word wonder, okay? W-O-N-D-E-R, wonder. Like I wonder what that really means, okay? Wonder is something that also happens inside. You don't see it, but it is the action that's going on in that sentence. So today I'm going to talk about verb tenses. Now remember, a tense means when something happened, okay? There are three tenses. There is right now what is happening, and that is the present tense, okay? Then we also have the past tense. The past tense is something that's already happened, okay? It's in the past. And then there's the future. The future is something that has not happened yet. It's still coming up. It's still going to happen. All right, so I made a chart. We're going to go over some examples on my chart. And then at the end, I'm going to give you some challenges and see how you do with them. Okay, let me sit down here and get out of the way. All right, so here's my verb tense chart that I made. Here's my categories. We have the past tense, okay? Remember, the past tense is something that's already happened, okay? We have the present tense, which means it's happening now. It's present. The future is something that will happen. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen in the future. Okay, so let's just look at our present tense. Those are the things that are happening right now. Listen, walk, look, talk. I listen to you. I walk around a lap. I look for my purse when I can't find it. And I talk to my friends. Okay, so that's the present. That's what's happening right now. Now the past tense of those, if it's a regular verb, we just add ed. Okay, a regular verb, we add ed. So listen becomes listened. I listened to what my teacher said yesterday. Walk becomes walked. I walked until I got really tired. Look, I look, I looked. I looked around and I couldn't find it. Talk, talked, okay? Now, the future tense of those verbs would be listen now. I will listen in the future. Walk, will walk. Look, will look. Talk, will talk, okay? And yes, talked is a weird word. I just want to bring this up. Talked, a lot of times we will change that to the word spoke, okay? But talked is a word, okay? They talked about it on the radio yesterday. That would be the past tense version of the word talk. Like they talk about it now. They talked about that yesterday. Okay, but then there's these special ones called irregular verbs, okay? Now, regular verbs, we just add ed in the past. Past tense verbs that are irregular, that means we actually have to change the word. So here's an example. I eat my vegetables. Yesterday, I ate my vegetables. Tomorrow, I will eat my vegetables. You can see my shadow here. Sleep, I sleep really good. I slept really good. It changes the word. I will sleep. My last example up here is sit. I sit in my chair. I sat in my chair, or I will sit in my chair. Okay? All right, I'm just gonna get my chair up here, and I've got a couple of challenges for you. So now I'm just gonna give you a word, and I want you to give me the past tense of that verb, okay? So we're really good, you guys are really good about present tense. I do it now, I will do it. Adding the word will in front, that's pretty self-explanatory, and you're using the same word. But whenever it comes to a past tense verb, a lot of times you're changing it And that's where I want you to be able to identify if you add the ED or if it's actually a different word that we're using. Okay, so I'm gonna say the word, and then I want you to say out loud what you think the past tense version of that word is, and then I'll give it to you. I'll just give it a few seconds. Okay, so my first one is the word play. I play all day. What's the past tense of play? If you said played, you are right. I played yesterday. Okay, next one, bring. I bring my folder to school. If you said bringed, that's not a word. It is an irregular verb. It's the word brought. If you said brought, you are correct. I bring it today. I brought my folder yesterday. Okay? All right, here's another one. Mix. I mix up a cake. What's the past tense? Mixed. Add ed. I mixed it yesterday. Okay. How about win? I win. What is the past tense version of win? Won. Won. I won the race. That means you already did it. It's in the past. Okay? Here is my super ultimate challenge word. Okay? I always trick my class with this every year. Go. I go to the store every day. What is the past tense of go? It's not goed. What is it, guys? Went. I go to the store today. I went to the store yesterday. It doesn't have any of the same letters. It is definitely an irregular verb. Okay, let's do 3 more. All right. Teach. I love to teach. What is the past tense of the verb teach? If you said taught, you are correct. Teached is not a word. It is taught, T-A-U-G-H-T. I teach math today. I taught math yesterday. Okay? All right, these are fun. Okay, finish. I finish everything I start. What is the past tense of finish? If you added ed, finished, you are correct. Nice job. Okay, and our last one, run. I run all around my house. What is the past tense of run? Ran. Hope you guys got that one right. I ran all around my house. So this is just a fun lesson to remember that verb tense is really important. You want to make sure that you're using the right tense every time you're using a verb. If I said, Mrs. Borin will taught me that. That doesn't make any sense, right? So you need to make sure you're using the right word. Mrs. Borin will teach me that, okay? If you said, she thinks a lot, okay? That makes sense. Like right now, she thinks a lot, like right now in the present. But if you said, she thoughts a lot, well, that doesn't sound right, does it? Okay, you need to make sure you're using the right past tense, present tense, and future tense in your sentences. When you're saying them, you're in sentences, but also whenever you're writing things, read your sentence. Make sure it sounds right to you. All right, thank you so much for your attention. This is Mrs. Borin on verb tense review. Bye-bye.